Welcome to today's mystery stamping. I appreciate you joining me. If you're watching this on Facebook, or if you're catching the replay, or you're catching the replay over on YouTube, I appreciate you joining. Leave a comment in the comment section below, and if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, then please do that. And then if you enjoy this card that I'm about to show you, and it's super easy, it's really quick, then give me some love on that. But let's get started with the actual card. And it is just a few pieces. Get this out here. It's just a few pieces that go a long way, and it's, like I said, it's super easy, quick, and these are very reproducible in a, like if you did like an assembly line, it would go really fast. So I'm thinking ahead for like on stage, for people wanting to do swaps to take it, to on stage. This is something that you could like really dough those out. So that's for the demonstrators and such. So anyway, let's get started with that. So let's change the camera angle around. There we go. Let's see, I think my camera's that it's in the right direction. I'm gonna turn some other lights on, see if that helps. There we go. And this one here, this light has either gone, there we go. It's either gone out or something. All right, so here are the clues. And excuse me because my camera setup's kind of messed up, so it's moved this way, and I keep trying to do my old setup where I was farther back. But it is what it is. So anyway, all right, so if you jump on the live, tell me hello so I know you're there. All right, so this is February the 5th, 2026, and it is a Thursday. And so these are all the pieces that we're doing, and then a little bit of ribbon. So I do have this gold ribbon here. So the cardstock can be 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, or it can be 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5. And I've done the 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5. I have my coordinating cardstock 3 inches by 5.5 inches. Then my DSP is 2 3/4 by 5.5 inches. And then I have a white circle and I have a black circle. So you could either stamp your image or you could use DSP. I grabbed DSP just because I was wanting something that was quick and reproducible to show for the on stage. So you could do either one. I did do these clues up probably 6 weeks ago, so I wasn't thinking that far ahead, but when I went to do I look at the clues just like you guys do and come up with what it is. So when I did this 6 weeks ago, I had one idea in place, and then now I have another one. So we'll move that out of the way. And I said about 18 inches of ribbon. I just usually guess by wrapping things around, but I don't think you'll need that much. All right, so I do have my gold ribbon here. Right now, this is unavailable at the moment, but you can use whatever you have on hand for you. That's what I'm doing. Let's see if I can see how many inches I just cut. This one's about 14, so maybe 18 is correct. So I'm going to take these two pieces, and I'm going to go ahead and layer those. You know that if it's within an 1/8 or 1/4 inch, that's probably going to be a layer. Let's see. Okay. Take this. And you could use a different color cardstock. It didn't have to be black like I said, you use what you have on hand. I'll use what I have on hand. Okay, so sometimes you can be a little off. Like this is probably a 30-second off from the actual cardstock. So one or the other, either one's too short and the other one's too long. There we go. That way it doesn't, because on the front you notice it more than across the back. All right, so this here is what I'm going to do my stamping on, the circle. Like I said, it could be a square, circle, oval, whatever you wanted it to be. And this is a thank you. And pretty much this is going to be about the only stamping. So I'm thinking quick and easy. We all look for those types of cards that go fast. Right now I'm looking for dimensional. There we go. In a matter of about 2-3 days, I went through a complete thing of dimensionals. But we always need something that we can, a go-to card that can be very fast. I know we're all busy, and a lot of times we forget about needing a card until the time gets there, and then you have to go as fast as you can to get it done. Okay, so I put dimensionals on the back of my sentiment, and I'm going to layer it right on top of my one here. The white one is 1 7/8, and the black one is 2 inch. Now I'm going to also put dimensionals on the back. Now I'm only going to put it at the top and the bottom of my circle. Like that. There we go. So I'm leaving a space. All right, so now it's time for the ribbon. Now I'm going to show 2 ways that I did my ribbon on some samples. But I'm going to do this how I had intended for you all to do it. Now you can do it differently. But I'm going to tie it over here off to the side. I want to make certain it's straight when I do it. Turn it upside down so maybe it's easier. I saw a demonstrator say that she can tie a bow so much easier if it's upside down. And then that way the tails go the right direction. If that doesn't work, I'm going to change it. Something about getting it to lay flat across the ribbon. This ribbon's very hard to work with because it's the ridges. This is current with Stampin' Up, but it's unavailable. See, to me that ribbon is upside down, so I don't like her idea. Not that her idea is wrong, it's not for me. I didn't mean to say anything against her. There we go. Let's see if I can tighten that down. This ribbon, like I said, is very hard to work with. You can hear, I don't know if you can hear it like scraping and stuff as I'm trying to make the bow. I made one with a different ribbon and it was much easier. All right, so now I'm going to slide that up to where I actually want to tighten. And this is what I do. Tighten it down, put my finger on the knot, grab those things and tighten it down once again. Like that. All right. Now that I'm going to add glue to the back. On that ribbon. I'm trying not to put too much, but I want it to adhere. I'll fold my cardstock. Hi, Jane. Hello, hello. Glad you could make it. My phone is very slow on popping up when somebody gets on, and the computer does not. It doesn't follow for whatever reason, it doesn't follow the people who do hop on. All right, so that's something there. Pull that down. I'm gonna trim those away, but I want that tail. This is what she was talking about, the tail popping up and things like that. I may have to put a glue dot or something on there. I use my ribbon scissors. Like that. So there's that. And then I'm going to take this piece here. Try to get all the backings off there. Then I'm going to bring that across, and that opening I want to put over where that ribbon is. Go line that up, press. And I think I'm going to grab a glue dot to put underneath that because it won't stop flipping up. All right, so these are the glue dots that go the opposite direction, I think. So I'm just balling it up. Put it up here close to the bow itself. Do one more, I think, for the other side. I'm just taking and I'm rolling that around. Making it into a knot. And pressing. There we go. So there is our card. Like I said, quick, easy, reproducible, very easily reproducible. All right, so let's move some of this out of the way. I'll show you some of my samples and what I did with those. All right. So this is the one we just made. Here's one that I made similar to that, but instead I put the DSP and the cardstock down, and then I punched a little hole right there. And I took and put my ribbon up through the top, one end of it, then I wrapped it around and came up through the top again and then crisscrossed and made a little knot instead of a bow. So they both ends went through the back to the top, but I put one on one side of it and one on the other and tied it in a knot. And so that makes it go across the whole thing of the card, and it's nice on the inside of the card. So there's that. And then I did one like this, and instead of having that rough ribbon, I did, this is not black, this is Secret C. Same with this back here, and same with the ribbon, and just a different color of DSP. And so in the ink on all of them is the Secret C. So here's the one we just made. Here's one similar. And then here's this one. So I hope you enjoy this card. I'm going to take it. For some reason, my top fold ones seem to do better than my side fold ones on laying flat. There we go. So I hope that you enjoyed this here quick card. It's a fast one that you can go to for a happy birthday, a thank you, a thinking of you, even a sympathy, depending on what cardstock and papers that you use. This would be a really pretty one for a sympathy. I don't know about the vibrant yellow and things like that, but some people, that's what they want to do. They don't want it to just be kind of solemn. Some of them like to celebrate life. So anyway, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Jane, for loving the card. I appreciate that. But we will have mystery stamping again on February the 19th, and that's my special day. So hopefully I'll see you there. But until next time, happy stamping.